You have imposed on me a dreadful task, to make an enemy of Hera, who is always scolding me. Among the deathless gods she always blames me and says I helped the Trojans in the war. You have to leave now, in case Hera sees you, but I will try my best to grant your wish, and so that you will trust me, I shall nod, my firmest guarantee among the gods. When I have nodded with my head, my word is trustworthy, irrevocable, sure. What I have promised must be carried out." With this, the son of Cronos bowed his head, with storm-dark brows. The god's immortal hair flowed from his deathless head and shook Olympus. The meeting between Zeus and Thetis finished. They parted. She leaped down from bright Olympus into the deep salt sea, and Zeus returned to his own house. No god dared hesitate when he arrived. They leapt up from their chairs to greet their father right away. Then he sat on his throne. As soon as Hera saw him, she realized that silver-footed Thetis, child of the old sea god, had plotted with him. Immediately she scolded Zeus. "Which god has schemed with you this time, you clever trickster? You always love to make these secret plans without me, and you never dare to tell me openly what you have in mind." The father of humans and gods replied, "Do not, Hera, expect to know all of my intentions. They are too difficult to understand even for you, although you are my wife. When there is something suitable to tell, no one will know about it before you, not god nor human. But when I decide to keep a secret from the other gods, you must not question me or ask about it." Then ox-eyed Hera said, "Most fearful Zeus, what do you mean? I never ask you questions. You think whatever thoughts you like in peace, and yet I fear that silver-footed Thetis, the sea god's daughter, may have talked and turned you. She came at dawn and sat in front of you and took your knees. I think you bowed your head and promised you would glorify Achilles, destroying many men beside the ships." Then Zeus, who gathers clouds together, answered, "You startle me. You always have your notions. I never get away with anything. But still your actions will accomplish nothing except to make me even more enraged, and that will surely be the worse for you. If this did happen, it was as I wished. Sit down, be quiet, and do as I say. The others on Olympus will not help you when I lay overpowering hands upon you." The ox-eyed goddess Hera was afraid. She sat down quietly and quelled her rage. Within the house of Zeus on Mount Olympus, the gods were worried, and the famous craftsman Hephaestus spoke up to support his mother, the white-armed goddess Hera, whom he loved. "It will be terrible, unbearable, if you two fight like this because of mortals and cause a ruckus, ruining our pleasure and noble feasting. Baser things prevail. So I advise my mother, she herself already knows that this is for the best, to help dear Father Zeus, so he will not scold her again and so disturb our feast. If the Olympian Lord of Lightning wants to hurl us from our seats, he can do so. He is the strongest of us all by far. So, mother, talk to him with gentle words, and soon he will be kind to us again." And then he picked up a double-handed cup and handed it to his dear mother, saying, "Be patient, mother. Though you are upset, restrain yourself. I cannot bear to see my mother, whom I love so very much, beaten before my eyes. I could not help you, although I would be very sad about it. Zeus the Olympian is hard to challenge. One time before, when I tried helping you, he seized my foot and hurled me from the threshold of heaven. All day long I dropped. At sunset I fell in Lemnos, till short of death. The Sintians took care of me." White-armed Hera was smiling. With a smile, she took the cup from her son's hand. He drew sweet nectar out of the bowl and poured it left to right for all the other gods who live at ease. Ebullient laughter rose among the group, watching Hephaestus bustle round the hall. All day till sunset at the feast they shared the food out equally, and also shared the beauty of the lyre. Apollo held it. The muses sang, exchanging lovely voices, but when the dazzling sun had set, they went to their own homes to sleep. Each one was built with skill and cleverness by great Hephaestus, the the famous artisan whose legs are bent. But Zeus Olympian, the lord of lightning, went to his own bed, where he always lay when sweet sleep came upon him. There he slept, with Hera of the golden throne beside him. Okay, so drama. That is the Iliad. Complete drama. So I suppose it might seem a little redundant to kind of go over what happened there, but just in case, Agamemnon is the king who has presumed himself to be over all of the other kings in this war, and Achilles is the greatest warrior physically in said war against Troy. And they're having an argument because Agamemnon, his big trophy that he took from the recent raids of cities, was a woman, and that woman happened to be the daughter of Apollo's beloved priest. That priest came to get her back. Agamemnon said no. That priest went to Apollo, said, "Hey, help me get my daughter back." Apollo said, "Yeah, of course." And he sent a plague to the Greek encampment for, it said like 9 days, I think. Can't fully remember. And all the leaders of the army got together and were like, what happened? And Achilles told one of their prophets that he would protect him so long as he told them what was up. And their prophet, who is good at reading birds and flight patterns and things like that,